Good afternoon. It's Nadia Rucker, the manifestation goddess, as well as your real estate homegirl. So this is my first time on YouTube posting a video. And to give you a little background about me, I am a graduate of the University of Georgia, the fine Go Dogs. Woo. Everybody else represents their college, so I'm going to represent my university as well. Go Dogs, we are the national champions. Don't even comment on that. Don't start, and it won't be nothing. I'm also a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Georgia. So not only do I care about you spiritually, I also want you to have your dream home. I want you to live out your dreams spiritually and physically. So, hey, holla at your girl if you're ready for that real estate. And also, reach out to me if you want a spiritual assessment, because I really want to touch on some topics today about self-love, self-care, healing the inner child. So I have been selling spiritual oils and offering spiritual assessments since about May of 2021. And my most sought after oil is the Bring Me the Money oil. Or erotica, because everybody wants pleasure and wants to take their pleasure up a notch, and everybody wants money in their bank accounts. But a lot of us don't see how a lot of that is tied into self-love and self-care and healing the inner child. So I want to just kind of help you through that healing journey, because in order for you to really have abundance in your life, for you to really experience prosperity, happiness, and in your wealth, in your relationships, you've got to know that you deserve it, that you're worth it. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to talk about today is being deserving. Okay? I am deserving. I want you to say that with me 3 times. You can pause the video. I am deserving of wealth. I am deserving of happiness. I am deserving of a loving, reciprocal relationship. Now, I want you to say those things again. Even after this video ends, pause it, take a few minutes, and I want you to say that to yourself over and over again. And I want you to take note of how you feel when you say that. What is your heart saying? What does your body do? Does it feel uncomfortable? Is it like your mind and your words, your heart and your words, your spirit and your words are not aligning? It's like you're saying it, but your body is moving awkwardly because it doesn't necessarily align with the words that you're saying. If you are there, then that means that there is some inner healing around you feeling that you deserve happiness, wealth, and true, genuine love. Okay? A lot of times, most of us, especially in the minority communities, but I must say that it's across the board, because I've dealt with clients and patients from all walks of life. So it really is across the boards. But I will say that minorities oftentimes have witnessed a lot of brokenness in their homes, a lot of brokenness. Or minorities, whether it be socioeconomically or minorities race and culture wise. So if you were raised in a poor family, if you were raised in a minority family, then you may have experienced this feeling of not being deserving of happiness and wealth at a greater rate than, someone of the dominant races or the people that were in the middle class or upper class. So with that being stated, I just want you to, as you're saying those words, hone in on what you're feeling. And I also want to encourage you to let your mind wander and let it take you back to your first ideas about wealth and money. What was the first example you saw of wealth and money? Was it in your immediate surroundings? Was it within your family, your close circle of friends? And when you did see it, was it from someone who did maybe criminal activity? Someone who finally made it to the NBA or to college or whatever out of your community? I want you to really think about that, because it's hard for us to really identify what success, wealth, happiness, and in our relationships, on our jobs, in our marriages and things like that, because we haven't seen the examples of such. Oftentimes we have seen family members that have stayed in relationships no matter how broken they were, miserable, the children miserable, the wife miserable, the husband miserable, but everybody is just moving along in life, living in misery, but hoping that one day they're going to reach success, they're going to be happy, they're going to be wealthy, they're going to travel the world, own their own businesses, and all of that, with all of these broken examples of wealth and love around us. We've seen where our parents couldn't keep jobs. We've seen where our family members are addicted to drugs and alcohol. We've seen all types of things, and we've really allowed that to become a part of who we are, but we're fighting every day and saying that we're going to be successful, we're going to make it in life, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. But how honest are we being with ourselves that we truly didn't have those examples and we don't even know which place to go and where to start? Well, I'm here to tell you the first place to start is to start healing on the inside and identifying those patterns of behavior that you saw around you, those people that you saw around you. I don't care if it was your mother, your father, your grandparents. If they didn't give you solid examples of what true love is like, they didn't give you true examples of what happiness is like and what wealth is like, then it's time to heal. And it's time to create a new set of expectations for yourself and set up a new life for yourself and for your children. So that is one of the first things I want you to do. Then after you've taken a few minutes and you've kind of gone back in your mind and in your thoughts and just kind of saw where that pain and where that discomfort comes when you try to tell yourself that you're deserving, but your past doesn't align with it and your heart is just kind of not aligning with it. I want you to start writing down some things. What your past was like on one side, and then on the other side, what your future is and what you're going to do to make sure that your children, your seed, don't go through what you went through. You may have to examine each of those things and release them. Okay, my father was an alcoholic. God, I release that. Whatever my father was, that is not me anymore. I cut ties to the lifestyle that he lived. I love him, but I release that example of what love is. I release the hurt and the pain that I experienced from my mom abandoning me or whatever it is. You got to start releasing it. And it's not something that you're going to do overnight. It's going to take some time. And do know that Manifestation Goddess is here to help you with that if you desire. But that's what I kind of wanted to hone in today on, because I don't want to take up a whole lot of your time. It's just seeing what it feels like. Is it comfortable for you to say that I am deserving of wealth and I am deserving of love? I am deserving of happiness. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, you know that that is a place where you need to do some work, because we need for you to be able to say, I am deserving of love. I am deserving of wealth every single day, and mean it. Because when you mean it and you say it from the bottom of your heart and you say it with all conviction, that's when spirit can truly move on your behalf. That's when you'll really see the manifestations in your life. So yes, I want to sell you, and I definitely, if you order it, I'm going to send it to you. I want to send you my Bring Me the Money oil. But I also want you to heal within, because once you heal within, even the Bring Me the Money oil will work more effectively, because then you can see that I'm healed. When I do any prayers around God bringing wealth into my life, I'm saying it from a healed place, not from a place of doubt, not from a place of uncertainty, but a place of true conviction that all those past experiences that I had with money and saw growing up, I've released them. And now I'm free to believe in money on a new level, on a different mindset, on astronomical levels. Like, I can now believe that I can receive this money. So that's just my first thing today. Like I said, I don't want to repeat myself over and over again, but that's my first step. Hone in on what it feels like when you say, I am deserving of wealth. I am deserving of love. I am deserving of happiness and anything else. If it doesn't feel comfortable, that's a place for you to start for healing. And know I'm here for you. You can reach me on Instagram, Manifestation Goddess LLC. I'm also on Facebook, Manifestation Goddess LLC. You can hit me on my email, Manifestation Goddess LLC at gmail.com. And if you want to work with me and get you some property, you want to sell your home, I'm telling y'all need to understand that right now, interest rates are at record low. I'll post a graph for you guys as well, but just looking from like 1980 to now, we're still at record level lows. So I had to throw that in there. If you want to sell your home, put that money up, buy you a new home, relocate. Some of y'all need to relocate. Some of you guys have been in the same stagnant places forever. You're not growing and you're not happy, but you're so fearful. You got to learn how to trust that change sometimes is the best thing that could ever happen to you. Sometimes getting away from your family, your friends, from those surroundings, it's dead. It's nothing growing. You got to move. You can't be afraid to move and afraid to change. I'm telling you, make up in your mind. Start praying and seeking spirit for guidance. If you're not growing, if you're stuck, it's time to move. It's time to change some people in your life. And sometimes it's necessary to move. Because sometimes, I know y'all may have heard that a prophet isn't honored in their own land. That also means to me that those people that are closest to you, those family and those friends that you've been stuck around forever, they're not going to support you. How much have they provided to you so far? They probably caused you a lot of headache more than any support that they've ever given you. Don't be afraid to let people go. Don't be afraid of change. You're going to sit here for another 6 months in the same situation, or you're going to get up and make some changes in your life. 6 months is going to pass regardless. Okay? So do you want those 6 months to pass with you sitting in that same freaking position, or do you want those 6 months to pass where you're moving towards some goals? You are never too old. I don't care. I've seen 90-year-old people graduate from college, and we sitting around here, oh, I'm 39, oh, I'm 40, I'm 30 now, I'm 50 now. What the? Come out those excuses. Start healing within. Start your healing process. It is time for change. 2022 is the year of the underdog, if you ask me. And it's a perfect time. I don't care what you see, what's going on in the world. Stop looking at the world and start looking within. Start looking within. Because when you turn on that TV and you see all this turmoil, how you going to manifest blessings and you still stuck on this foolishness and all this negativity? Close the door so that, you need to be aware. You need to be awake. You need to be woke to what's going on. But don't let that overtake your spirit. When you're trying to manifest things in your life, sometimes you got to shut people out. You got to shut the TV off. You got to shut internet down. All of that foolishness. Yeah, you got to promote your businesses. You got to promote your, and market. But you cannot be consumed with all this negativity and think you're going to manifest positivity. Okay? So I'm going to stop for today, and I'm coming back tomorrow or the next day or whenever spirit leads me to, or whenever I have some time, because your girl is busy. I'm going to come back with a little bit more on self-love and healing the inner child. It's so necessary in order for you to really truly manifest that money, that happiness, that partner that's going to love you for who you are without all that toxicity in your life. All right, you guys. I love you. Until next time, it's the Manifestation Goddess and your real estate homegirl signing off. Peace and blessings.